From the Great Northwoods to the Rockbound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, the nation is honoring and remembering the brave men and women who lost their lives in the line of duty as we take a look at National Police Week. Plus, we caught up with Senator Susan Collins on her visit overseas to the capital of Ukraine. And Beal's Lobster Pier has been serving fresh lobster to locals and visitors for nearly a century. See what major milestone the MDI restaurant is celebrating. This and more right now. Good morning and welcome into Good Morning Maine. I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for tuning in. It was a little windy overnight. We got some clouds moving in this morning, but the sun should be out by lunchtime. So let's get a first check of our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin, good morning.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Patriot Homes and Design Center in Ellsworth. We do it all from modular, mobile, and site-built homes to porches, garages, roofs, and more. Already a small crowd advisory is in effect running until about the noon time frame today. Afterward, the wave heights will begin to calm down just a little bit, though, pulling us further off towards the west. Some of these expiring at about 9 a.m., so the expiration times will vary just a little bit, though. But really, as we move forward, we were watching some precipitation recently, and yeah, that's a little bit of snow showing up on the radar, though. Some of this could be mixing in with some rain from time to time, too. And so far, overnight low temperatures have supported the potential for a little bit of snow as this thing continues to travel off towards the north and east. We have high pressure right about in here where this break is, and it's going to be moving in our direction with a lot of sunshine. That'll be showing up very soon as we get the clouds out of here. And so far, those low temperatures this morning have been in the upper 30s for most of us, so even a few lower 40s. So definitely enough to support a little bit of snow that may try to fall. Of course, the ground is warming up, so any snow that does fall, of course, would melt rather quickly, while farther down toward the south for us, looking pretty good. Anything that falls will fall in the form of rain. Overnight lows so far in the 40s for us. Futurecast for today, we're going to get the clouds out of here. It's going to be a very nice day. The winds won't be too bad, though, although we might get some gusts up to 20, maybe 25 miles per hour in a few cases. But your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period, the clouds will give way to sunshine with temperatures warming up into the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe?
Thanks, Devin. We begin this morning with the game wardens recovering the body of a missing 78-year-old Masardis man following an all-night search. Donald Whipple had gone fishing on the Aroostook River in Masardis at about 7 p.m. Monday night, according to Mark Lottie with the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife. His family went looking for him after he didn't return and reported him missing at around 10:45 Monday evening. Game wardens quickly located his canoe, which was pulled up on shore with his fishing gear still in it. They stated they started searching the river and surrounding areas, but were unable to locate him. Around 5 o'clock Wednesday morning, an airboat was deployed to assist in the search, and around 9:40, the airboat team located Whipple's body in about 4 feet of water nearly a mile downstream of where they found the canoe. Lottie says the death does not appear to be suspicious. A 71-year-old man was seriously injured in a single vehicle crash in Patton. Maine State Police say around 12:30 p.m. Tuesday, Everett Fournette was driving a GMC pickup when his vehicle went off the road, entering the lot of 179 Holton Road. The truck hit a tractor before striking a storage building, causing the vehicle to flip over and then striking another building. Police say Fournette believes he passed out at the wheel before the crash. He sustained serious but non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to the Millinocket Regional Hospital. A former Orono convenience store owner pleaded guilty in federal court to credit card fraud. According to court records, 43-year-old Mohammed Momand, formerly of Orono, operated the Orono Thriftway Food Center in January of 2020. Records indicate Momand used a payment terminal at the store to process over $100,000 in false credit and debit card returns to accounts of family and friends. Now, according to the Department of Justice, those false returns caused illegitimate payments to be received by account holders. It also triggered overdrafts in the bank accounts linked to the store's card settlements, resulting in loss to a financial institution. Momand faces up to 15 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. And also in federal court, a Holden woman was sentenced on drug trafficking charges. A judge sentenced 38-year-old Nicole Footman to 3 years in prison and 3 years of supervised release for conspiracy to distribute and possession with the intent to distribute methamphetamine and fentanyl. Court records show Footman obtained the drugs from a Bangor supplier between September of 2019 and July of 2021, communicating with the supplier via phone, text, and social media. In July of 2021, police executed a search warrant at Footman's home and found methamphetamine and fentanyl, along with scales, packaging materials, cell phones, and just over $1,200 cash. And news out of Piscataquis County, Foxcroft Academy will be closed today, with students attending classes remotely after threats were made to the school. The Foxcroft Academy administration learned about the threatening comments made against the school on Tuesday. After consulting with the Dover Foxcroft Police Department, the decision was made to go remote for today. The statement said in part, quote, "The administration continues to work with the police department to further investigate the threat and ascertain its validity. Now, out of abundance of caution for the safety of students, faculty, and staff, there will be no in-person classes, athletic contests, or extracurricular activities taking place on Wednesday at Foxcroft Academy or involving Foxcroft Academy students." The school did not release any details about the exact nature of the threats and said any further updates would be provided later on today. Well, it's a big week for members in blue, as law enforcement agencies across the state are honoring and remembering the men and women in blue who lost their lives in the line of duty as part of National Police Week. Sierra Jordan has the story.
In 1962, President Kennedy proclaimed the week of May 15th as National Police Week. A total of 88 fallen law enforcement officers in Maine are being recognized this week for making the ultimate sacrifice while protecting and serving the community.
You never know in police work, whether you're in Holden, Maine or New York City. You just don't know that next traffic stop, that next domestic call, whatever it could be. You don't know what it's going to end up being.
3 Maine law enforcement officers died in the line of duty in the past 5 years, including Detective Ben Campbell, Somerset County Sheriff's Deputy Corporal Eugene Cole, and Hancock County Sheriff's Deputy Luke Gross. Corporal Eugene Cole was the first police officer in the state to be shot and killed while on duty in 3 decades.
And he's missed every day, just having him around. So we do think of him often.
Sheriff Lancaster says he attended Madison Area High School alongside Corporal Cole for more than 45 years ago. He says he didn't expect to work with Corporal Cole for the Somerset County Sheriff's Office.
Very hard worker, very, very good with the community. He especially in the town of Norridgewock, which he held dear to his heart.
Corporal Cole was found shot to death in the early morning hours of April 25th of 2018 in Norridgewock. Sheriff Lancaster says Cole's legacy and sacrifice will never be forgotten.
We do have some great police officers in the state of Maine, but if we had, if young officers emulated how he treated people, it would go a long ways.
Cole's name, as well as Detective Ben Campbell's, were added to the Maine Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Augusta. President Biden honored Hancock County Sheriff Deputy Luke Gross and other fallen officers this past weekend at the National Law Enforcement Memorial in Washington, D.C.
They didn't think about it in terms of serving, protecting, and defending, but that's what they did. They served even before they put on that shield.
In studio, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Experts are reporting some good news when it comes to avian flu cases across the state. In mid-February, experts detected the avian flu had made its way to Maine. The Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation and Forestry currently lists the avian flu as high risk. However, state veterinarian Michelle Walsh says the last confirmed case was more than 30 days ago. Research shows consistent temperatures in the 70s for weeks at a time would make it difficult for the virus to spread.
We can't breathe easy, really, until the environmental factors change significantly for us. In other words, we're counting on some summer heat and humidity to really degrade the virus.
Anyone can report sick birds by dialing 866-536-7593, and bird owners are asked not to allow their birds to interact with wild fowl. Well, the time is now 6:09. Coming up next here on Good Morning Maine, the need for truck drivers is growing across the country. See how 2 Maine community colleges are teaming up to offer free classes for students to obtain a commercial driver's license. But first, here's a quick look at that forecast. A high of 65 today. The clouds will be around this morning, but will be moving out by lunchtime for some sunshine. Tonight, partially cloudy skies, temps dropping below 40 degrees. And tomorrow, rain showers are likely with temps warming up to the low 60s.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Belfast, is sponsored by Central Maine Denture and licensed denturist Patrick Allen, creating smiles with private care and premium service. The Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store, established in 2014. Visit us for a free ranch tour to meet the alpacas or shop in our store downtown on the Harbor Walk in Belfast. And Vinolio, a mainstay olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and specialty provisions shop lodged in charming downtown Belfast, Maine.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn in the bedroom?
Granny panties, Steve.
Don't miss Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
She accused you of being a hooker?
Yes, ma'am.
She's accused you of theft. She's accused you of assault.
That never happened.
She bragged about it.
That's absolutely untrue.
Hot Bench.
Wednesday at 3 on ABC 7.
The Bangor Parks and Recreation Department is looking to hire summer employees. From athletic fields to parks, trail systems, pools, and more, Assistant Director Debbie Gentro says Parks and Rec maintains a lot of grounds and facilities, meaning there are many positions to fill. She says they are looking for workers to maintain the golf courses, parks, and athletic fields. Gentro says they are also in need of lifeguards who can get reimbursed after taking certification courses.
We operate so much of the city that in order for the residents and the community to enjoy these parks and these facilities, we need people to help maintain them.
Gentro says they welcome all applicants 15 and older. To see open positions or apply, you can visit bangormaine.gov/employ. Two Maine community colleges have partnered up to expand their truck driving courses to Bangor. Brooke Riley explains why the move is so important.
The need is great for truck drivers across the country, including in Maine.
If you have it, if you wear it, if you eat it, it came on a truck. Without the truck drivers, I don't know how you're going to get it. So, yes, we need them badly.
To become a truck driver, a training course must first be completed to get a commercial driver's license.
We're going over the pre-trip inspections and air brakes, the shifting. There's different transmission with trucks than there are with, your average standard car. So that's another learning curve for us.
Northern Maine Community College partnered with Eastern Maine Community College to offer 3 8-week courses free of charge in Bangor for the first time.
This is a grant funding program, which is great for them because I think the average truck driver class is somewhere around $10,000, so it's a heck of a savings for the students.
Along with assisting with the nationwide truck driver shortage, Dyer says this can provide students with high-paying job opportunities.
It's a good career, and you can make good money at it. And if the class is free, that's saving you a lot of money right there.
Dyer says safety training is key when it comes to operating 80,000-pound trucks.
It's a good profession for limited education, and I don't want that to sound bad, but a lot of our guys are hands-on type people, okay? We don't have a boss. We get in the truck, we go, and they enjoy that part of the driving.
The first session began this week, and 2 more will follow right after. In Bangor, Brooke Riley, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
And for more information on that story or to apply for one of the upcoming sessions, you can visit nmcc.edu. Well, after the break, Jody Hersey introduces us to a pair of fraternal and identical twin sisters who can't imagine life without their look-alike. Plus, over the weekend, Senator Susan Collins visited Ukraine and neighboring countries, meeting with President Zelensky. We'll hear the latest on her trip.
Why do thousands of customers take the drive to Newport for all their shoes? Because Comfort Shoes & More has the styles you want, and they also have trained podorthists on staff to help you with all your footwear and arch support issues. We provide free foot evaluations by people who care about fitting you with the most comfortable shoes you will ever own. We have shoes in stock up to 6E and size 17, from safety shoes and boots, running, walking, casual or dress. We have it all at Comfort Shoes & More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, across from Irving. On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Belfast, is sponsored by Bennett's Gems and Jewelry Belfast, your favorite local jewelry store with main tourmaline, custom jewelry and crystals, collectibles, and great gifts. Colburn Shoe has quality name brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and more. Visit America's oldest shoe store. And Griffin's The Other Place, established in 1994, a better flea market where everybody is somebody. Come see us at 368 Augusta Road in Belmont.
This morning, Michael Strahan takes you on an adventure into the land of fire and ice. Live from breathtaking Iceland. See the most extreme landscapes on the planet.
Let's do it.
This morning, only on GMA.
Ready for this catch-22? The mental health struggles you want to work on are the same reasons you're putting off therapy. You're stuck. Sondermind makes it easy to team up with the right therapist and turn stuckness into strength.
Twins seem to be everywhere nowadays. Jody Hersey introduces us to a pair of fraternal and identical twin sisters who can't imagine life without each other.
I just love being a twin.
Me too. 62-year-old fraternal twin sisters Joan West and Jane Airy were raised in Herman, where they were known as the Levitt twins, a competitive duo that loved sports, especially basketball.
We just had fun.
Yeah.
We didn't even know our brothers. We're like, you mean there's two boys in the family? You know, because we're so in tune to each other.
Their mother, Marlene Lakeman, says raising two boys and a set of twin girls was overwhelming.
And I wrote everything down when I fed them and when I gave them their vitamins and all that. I had to. I couldn't remember anything.
The twins now live near one another in Bucksport, where West owns Twins Feather, a private health studio specializing in body movement. Meanwhile, Airy owns and operates a fiber necklace business. Over in Hamden, 18-year-old identical twin sisters Johanna and Carly Philbrook are just a few weeks away from graduating high school.
We're both introverts.
According to BabyMed.com, approximately 1 in 85 pregnancies result in fraternal twins, while 1 in 250 pregnancies result in identical twins. Through DNA testing, the Philbrook twins found out at age 15 they were in fact identical, even though only one of them was born with a birthmark.
Having a port wine stain is like really rare, and it's a genetic defect, so it's kind of interesting that we're identical twins and somehow I still got it, because twins are supposed to be 100% genetically identical if they're identical twins.
The Philbrook twins say they have had to dispel many myths about twins while growing up.
There's like a common myth that twins feel each other's pain. So there's this one girl at basketball camp that tested it. So Johanna got slapped a few times. It didn't hurt me.
Both sets of sisters say they truly love being a twin and couldn't imagine life any other way.
The rest of our days is like the gift of gifts because we are twins.
In Bucksport, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
If you or someone you know has twins, you can connect with other twin moms by logging on to the Maine Twins and More on their Facebook group. Well, the time is now 6:19. Let's get a full look at our forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. He's in with the latest.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Patriot Homes and Design Center in Ellsworth. We do it all from modular, mobile, and site-built homes to porches, garages, roofs, and more. Already a small craft advisory remains in effect. Some of us expiring at about the noon time frame today, though, while further off towards the south and west getting dropped just a little bit sooner, though. So we'll pull this up on a map showing about 9 a.m. for a few areas, other areas expiring at about the noon time frame. So things will start to calm down as we head toward the afternoon period. We've seen a few returns on the radar with maybe a few light rain showers, otherwise just clouds. And yeah, there's a little bit of snow trying to sneak in on the radar in the northern ends of the state, maybe mixing in with a little bit of rain. Overnight lows so far could have supported some snow in a few areas, but so far things looking pretty good for us. We have high pressure here that's going to be moving in soon, so this front's going to move away. High pressure is going to move in, and that's going to equal a lot of sunshine that'll be coming up for us later on today, but there will be more rain chances coming up later on in the week as well. But wave heights right now are still a little active in a few spots. We're still at around 2 to 5 feet according to some of the buoys, even 6 feet farther down toward the south. And we're going to keep that active for a little while today with some of those gusty winds up to around 20, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour in a few spots. But look what happens in a hurry tonight. Low pressure moves away and the wind really calms down. So that's why those small craft advisories will be dropped later on today. Our average high is 67 degrees. We'll be in the lower to middle 60s today and tomorrow. Upper 60s for your Friday. Then a nice warm up Saturday into Sunday in the upper 70s to lower 80s, and cooling off a little bit more by Monday and again on Tuesday. So moving forward, again, we're going to get the clouds out of here. It's going to be a nice day with a lot of sunshine. The clouds will be mainly earlier on the day. Under a partly cloudy sky later on tonight, as more clouds will try to sneak in here. Then maybe watching for rain chances that will try to sneak in here as we head towards Thursday evening or so. This will be a quick mover. We'll get this out of here. They'll be done with that as we head towards early Friday morning. As for the rain opportunities, we're going to run this all the way through Sunday, and plenty of opportunities for rain all the way through Sunday, even into early Monday morning. We'll up to an inch of rain possible in a few spots. So your forecast for today, decreasing clouds, highs in the middle 60s, and northwest wind getting up to about 15, even 25 miles per hour in a few spots. Later on tonight, 39 degrees, becoming partly cloudy with the wind overall looking nice and calm. And for tomorrow, rain showers on the way. We'll have highs in the lower 60s and a south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Patriot Homes and Design Center in Ellsworth. Again, rain on Thursday. We're drying out Friday and Saturday with a mixture of clouds and sun. We'll be in the upper 60s on Friday, upper 70s on Saturday. Thunderstorms on the way on Sunday. Highs in the lower 80s.
Hey Bangor residents, the City of Bangor is offering up to $2,000 in grants for income-eligible single-family homeowners if you install a new Fujitsu heat pump in your home. And Valley Home Services is an authorized Fujitsu installer. Up to $2,000. Combine that grant with rebates from Efficiency Maine, and you can have a new Fujitsu heat pump installed by Valley Home Services at little to no cost. Don't miss this incredible offer, Bangor. Call Valley Home Services today to see if you qualify.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Over the weekend, Senator Susan Collins, along with 3 other senators, visited Kyiv, Ukraine, and neighboring countries, meeting with President Zelensky. Stephanie Wittenbach has the details.
Senator Susan Collins says she visited Kyiv, Ukraine to show her support to President Zelensky.
I was so impressed with him. He truly is inspiring as a leader, and he has united the Ukrainian people against the Russian aggression.
Collins says a bill on the Senate floor will provide an additional $40 billion in aid for Ukraine if approved. She says her visit to Ukraine reaffirmed her belief that Congress should urgently pass the legislation to support Ukraine.
Putin's war has been so brutal, not to mention unprovoked, and I was very happy to be there in Kyiv and to be able to pledge my personal support for getting through the package that is now on the Senate floor.
She says if the bill passes, the money will provide even more military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine.
He recognized how generous Americans have been, along with our other allies.
During her trip, she and other state senators made their way to Stockholm, Sweden, and Helsinki, Finland. She says it was crucial to meet top officials in a time where Sweden and Finland would bring tremendous strength to NATO if they are approved after applying for membership.
When we went on to Sweden and Norway, we met with the 2 prime ministers and the president. Not Norway, I'm sorry, Finland.
She says one moment during her trip stuck with her.
I have been wearing a Ukrainian and an American flag pin virtually every day since my March trip to Poland and Germany. And a Ukrainian woman came up to me. She pointed to my pin, said thank you, and gave me a big hug, with her eyes filled with tears.
Collins says the woman was grateful for the aid and support from the American people. In March, Congress passed a $13.6 billion fund to aid Ukraine. In total, if this current bill passes, Ukraine would receive $53.6 billion in aid from the United States. The war in Ukraine is approaching the 3-month mark. In Bangor, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
And we have some breaking news this morning. Another election night and another race that's too close to call. Dr. Oz will have to wait to see if he's the winner of his Senate primary race. In the meantime, former President Trump has picked up a big win and a big loss in a different state. Here's ABC's M. Wynn with the results from the midterm primary elections.
This morning, the Republican Senate primary in Pennsylvania is likely headed to a recount, with the leading candidates separated by fewer than 1,000 votes overnight.
Thank you.
TV personality Dr. Mehmet Oz addressed supporters just before midnight.
When all the votes are tallied, I am confident we will win.
Minutes earlier, Dave McCormick sounded confident about his slim lead.
We can see victory ahead, and it's all because of you.
The primary winner will face John Fetterman, Pennsylvania's lieutenant governor, who secured the Democratic nomination for Senate last night despite undergoing a heart procedure just hours earlier. Fetterman's campaign announcing that doctors implanted a pacemaker and defibrillator Tuesday following Fetterman's stroke last week.
He can and should completely recover from this, but what it does disclose is that his heart disease appears to be more substantial than previously disclosed.
Overnight, Fetterman tweeted his thanks. Voters in 5 states headed to the polls as a new poll revealed President Biden with only a 40% approval rating. The same poll showed 65% of Americans are concerned about how things are going in the U.S., with 21% saying they're scared. In North Carolina, Congressman Ted Budd won the Republican Senate primary after being endorsed by former President Trump. But the Trump-backed candidate in North Carolina's House primary, Madison Cawthorn, lost his bid for re-election.
And a mixed bag for former President Donald Trump, who's endorsed in an unprecedented number of races. Over in North Carolina, he got his choice for Senate in Ted Budd. But in one of the big surprises of the season so far, Congressman Madison Cawthorn going down in his primary.
Cawthorn faced criticism from both sides of the aisle after several scandals.
And back to Pennsylvania, Doug Mastriano won the Republican nomination for governor. He gained a large following after trying to overturn President Biden's win in Pennsylvania in 2020. But still to come here in the second half of our show, a popular seafood restaurant on Mount Desert Island is celebrating a major milestone. Plus, Trek Across Maine is back in person this year. But with the live event returning, the Trek is running into some challenges. We'll tell you all about it when Good Morning Maine continues.
Everybody has a visor in their car, but a visor in the wrong place can actually make it harder to see. Nick Bolton here with the latest from Bell & Howell. We call it TAC Visor. Inspired by the face shields used by our American fighter pilots,
TAC Visor can do things no ordinary visor can do.
Like block blinding glare without blocking your view, so invisible dangers suddenly become visible, and enhance colors to give you vision as sharp as an eagle's. The secret is Bell & Howell's light filtering technology. Nothing to see, right? But look again as we hold up our TAC Visor. Our colorful American eagle is revealed. Amazing.
Think it's a trick? Bring it in, guys. Well, check out what happens when I show it to these people. Hop in. Look at that windshield. Tell me what you see.
A blank screen?
Just a blank screen.
Nothing. Blank.
Go ahead and put down that TAC Visor and take a look again.
Whoa! What the? That is amazing.
That's crazy.
How does it do that?
Best of all, TAC Visor is easy to install on any car. Simply slide to adjust, and in just seconds,
Ready to rock and roll.
So, if you need to block blinding glare without blocking your view, then you need a Bell & Howell TAC Visor.
There's just nothing like it on the market today.
Act now to get a TAC Visor for just $19.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. Only a TAC Visor features Bell & Howell's precision and quality, and is backed by our lifetime guarantee. But wait, order today and we'll upgrade you to our 2-in-1 TAC Visor. Just pay a separate fee. When the sun goes down, use the night vision visor to improve visibility and block dangerous glare from oncoming headlights. This offer won't last long, so don't delay. Here's how to get yours today.
To order, call 1-800-398-6358 or go to tacvisor.com. That's 1-800-398-6358 or order online at tacvisor.com. 1-800-398-6358.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
It's Wednesday, May 18th of 2022. Devin has your forecast in a moment. 42 years ago today, Mount St. Helens in Washington state erupted, causing the largest landslide in history. 57 people were killed. Birthdays today include Baseball Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson. He turned 76. Actress Tina Fey is 52. Today for national holidays, it is National Visit Your Relatives Day, Cheese Souffle Day, No Dirty Dishes Day, and by the way, Howard has a special treat from Maine on this morning's Mr. Food. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, let's get a first check of that forecast with Devin Biggs.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Patriot Homes and Design Center in Ellsworth. We do it all, from modular, mobile, and site-built homes to porches, garages, roofs, and more. Already, a small crowd advisory is in effect running until about the noon time frame today. Afterward, the wave heights will begin to calm down just a little bit, though, pulling us further off towards the west. Some of these expiring at about 9 a.m., so the expiration times will vary just a little bit, though. But really, as we move forward, we were watching some precipitation recently, and yeah, that's a little bit of snow showing up on the radar, though. Some of this could be mixed in with some rain from time to time, too. And so far, overnight low temperatures have supported the potential for a little bit of snow as this thing continues to travel off towards the north and east. We have high pressure right about in here where this break is, and it's going to be moving in our direction with a lot of sunshine. That'll be showing up very soon as we get the clouds out of here. And so far, those low temperatures this morning have been in the upper 30s for most of us, so even a few lower 40s. So definitely enough to support a little bit of snow that may try to fall. Of course, the ground is warming up, so any snow that does fall, of course, would melt rather quickly, while farther down toward the south for us, looking pretty good. Anything that falls will fall in the form of rain. Overnight low so far in the 40s for us. Futurecast for today, we're going to get the clouds out of here. It's going to be a very nice day. The winds won't be too bad, though, although we might get some gusts up to 20, maybe 25 miles per hour in a few cases. But your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning period, the clouds will give way to sunshine with temperatures warming up into the 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Joe?
Thanks, Devin. A popular seafood restaurant on Mount Desert Island is celebrating a major milestone. Dylan Holloway takes us down east to a well-known lobster pier.
Beal's Lobster Pier has been serving fresh lobster to locals and visitors for nearly a century. Celebrating its 90th anniversary this year, the establishment is looking forward to seeing faces both old and new.
It really warms our hearts when we see so many friends come back year after year and multi-generational families. When kids were little tykes and then come in 10, 15, 20 years later.
Co-owner Stu Snyder says Beal started from humble beginnings.
H.R. Beal started it in 1932. Started just basically as buying seafood and buying lobster. And the building just kept growing. It started as a little wharf and it kept growing. 3 generations, and we're still going strong.
3 generations of the Beal family owned the restaurant before Snyder and a business partner purchased it in 2014. Snyder says celebrating the Beal's legacy and keeping their original traditions alive are very important. According to Snyder, Beal's fresh food and beautiful seaside views are what makes the restaurant so special.
It doesn't get any fresher than what we have here. Fishermen come in with their catch daily. It goes right into the restaurant, goes right into the boxes that we ship nationwide. So that's number one. Number 2 is look at this atmosphere behind me. This is fantastic.
He says ultimately, the relationships with folks in the community keeps Beal's thriving.
It makes us happy that people come back with their family and they're creating new memories here. And that's really what this place is all about.
Beal's is open 7 days a week, 11 to 8 every day. Reporting from Southwest Harbor, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Dylan, I would kill to be you right now just to have a bite of that lobster roll. Well, United Way of Eastern Maine partnered with Together Place Recovery Center in Bangor to host a community cleanup. Volunteers from both organizations and community members met up at Talbot Park, formerly known as 2nd Street Park, and made their way towards Main Street. Together Place Executive Director Sean Faircloth says their goal is to make a positive contribution in the community, specifically in an area long affected by drug use.
Well, we really are connecting Together Place more to the neighborhood and convening meetings to help this section of the city.
Volunteers are really the fabric of our community. There's not a part of our community that's not touched by volunteers in some way, and we really wanted to draw attention to the importance of volunteerism and make people excited and proud about being involved in the community.
And calling all local artists, Together Place is asking you to submit proposals to create a mural that'll be on the Shaws facing Main Street. You can visit our website, foxbangor.com, for more information. The Trek Across Maine is returning in person for the first time since 2019, and the organization needs a little help. The Trek went virtual in 2020 and 2021 for obvious reasons, but with the live event returning, Trek is running into some challenges.
We are in great need of volunteers this year. We need people helping us serve food, or, just supporting trekkers at our rest stops, especially on Sunday. Even if you can do it for, 4 hours, or if you can handle the 6-hour shift.
They say they also need drivers, people to help set up facilities, and more. Organizers say they can't have an event without them. And still to come here after the break, there is one more stream race being added to this year's circuit, and in just a few weeks, canoe racers will take on 7 miles of the Millinocket Stream. Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz join us next.
However you spend your day, spend it in style. At Label Shopper, you'll find designer brands for 30 to 70% less than department stores. With prices this low, you can grab all your favorite styles.
Label Shopper, great clothes, great prices.
Taking control of your mornings with what makes you happy. McDonald's has options to make mornings happy every day.
Get a sausage McMuffin with egg or a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, 2 for $4.50.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more reliability, durability, and versatility built in, like #1 selling Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Hello, Eastern Maine. Watch You Bet Your Life weekdays at 10 a.m. here on ABC 7.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, we'll start down in Miami because, in case you've been living under a rock or simply don't care, the Celtics continued their quest for Banner 18 with Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals versus the top-ranked Heat with no Marcus Smart or Al Horford in the lineup. Let's go to the highlight here. We'll start in the second quarter. Celtics up 8. Peyton Pritchard here pulls up for the deep three. He knocks it down, 11-point Celtics lead. Later in the period, Jason Tatum's turn with the sidestep. He buries it. Celtics back up 10. But what did Eric Spoelstra say to the Heat at halftime? Because it worked. Heat go on a 22-2 run. Gabe Vincent here with the three. Got it. Then in the fourth quarter, a 10-point Miami lead. Jimmy Butler doing his thing on Tatum. He finishes with 41 as the Heat take Game 1, 118-107 the final. Game 2 set for Thursday night at 8:30. Well, we're into mid-May, and while the Sauadabscook and Kenduskeag Extreme Canoe races are in the books, up north in Millinocket, there's still time for one last race down the rapids. Tyler Cruz has more.
Before the summer sun starts to dry things up a little bit, there is one more stream race being added to this year's circuit.
This kind of ends right at the end of that race circuit, so we're able to kind of extend the season out a little bit.
In a few weeks, paddlers will take on 7 miles of the Millinocket Stream in the first ever Millinocket Extreme Canoe Race.
Millinocket Stream here, it has water in it often this time of year, and it's a great section for beginner and intermediate whitewater boaters.
So what exactly makes the race extreme?
There's a lot of rapids. Not everyone probably will make it upright in their boat.
The idea came through a public comment period where Chris had the thought to let the Millinocket Dam flow regularly for recreational purposes, and that led to the birth of this race.
I was kind of writing comments in support of, having more scheduled flows on this stream for people to recreate, and as I was thinking of that, if you had a scheduled time, we could have a race.
So the Extreme Race will join the Sauadabscook Stream Race, the Kenduskeag, and more on the macro circuit. And Chris just hopes that his race will bring out just a few of those people who gathered at other events this season.
I would love to see us get a fraction of the number of people the Kenduskeag gets. Yeah, that would be, even getting a quarter of them would be awesome. It makes me really happy to see that race be so successful.
Racers will start here at the Millinocket Lake Dam, and they'll finish up here at Kermit Crandall Park, right in downtown Millinocket.
Once paddlers come up and go down Millinocket Stream, I think they're going to go home and tell their friends that they had a great time and they had fun up in Millinocket, and there's a lot of other fun stuff to do up here as well, and it can really turn out to be a fun weekend to really get in the summer vibe.
Reporting from Millinocket, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7 Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you, Tyler. I still can't get over the view of Katahdin there. I'm still looking to hike it. That's on the bucket list. If I don't get up to the canoe race, hopefully by the end of the summer, I'll get up to the peak. No guarantees, that's for sure. That race is scheduled for June 4th. Signups are still open online. Meanwhile, down in Brunswick, the Bowdoin women's basketball team has found their new head coach, and it's a familiar face, both for the Polar Bears and MDI, that's earned the new head job. Former Trojan and Polar Bear standout Megan Phelps has returned to her alma mater to assume the role as head coach. Phelps coached on the Bowdoin staff after graduating in 2015 and most recently served as an assistant under Adrian Scheibels, both at Bowdoin and last season at Dartmouth. And we'll have much more from Phelps and Coach Scheibels later in the week. For now, though, let's check in with Maine baseball, starting up their road trip down in Chestnut Hill here. Maine facing Boston College on Tuesday afternoon. Top one, Black Bears all over the Eagles here. Scout Knotts unloads on the pitch, cranks one deep to left and gone. 3-run shot makes it a 4-0 game. Then in third, it was Jeff Mejia's turn. He goes opposite field to left, basically the same spot. This one hops into the wall. RBI double scores Joey Bramante, 7-1 Bears. They would not let up. Bramante here finds the left center gap of his own in the fifth. 2 runs come around as Maine takes it 18-7 the final. They will continue going south for their final America East series of the regular season down in Hartford. All right, to the high school circuit we go now. Nice day for some tennis with 2 powerhouses going at it in Hamden. Broncos hosting Foxcroft, and we'll start on the girls' side here. First, number 1 doubles, Hamden's Chandler Smith and Ella Baldwin trying to hold off Alicia Raymond and Megan Spooner of Foxcroft. Nice shot from Spooner there. Ponies take that match. Then, in 2 doubles, Sadie Davis and Annabelle Haleman defeat Lydia Hanisch and Elsa Geary as Foxcroft takes the day 4-1 on the girls' side. And for the boys, number 2 singles, Mateo Renevel here with the strong serve out wide. He'd take it 8-6. But in doubles, the Broncos had it going. Ryan Hafner and Harrison Withy with a battle with Sela Topolsky and Austin Cornett. They'd get the win, as would the Hamden team, 3-2 on the day. All right, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Here at Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Get 0% financing on GMC Canyon models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $250 purchase allowance. We are professional grade. GMC.
Wow, with fuel prices quickly rising and no end in sight, isn't it time to give Black's Heat Pumps a call? Did you know heat pumps could save you up to 50% on your heating bill? Our experts can handle all your commercial and residential work and provide you with quality installation, repair, and maintenance. Give us a call today for a free estimate. Our number 1 priority is to save you money and keep you comfortable all year long. Get the service you deserve. Find us at blacksheatpumps.com and on Facebook.
Here at Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
Welcome back with Wednesday's business news. Here's Leo Jonathan.
Reuters says Elon Musk's SpaceX is on the verge of becoming the most valuable U.S. startup. Though it's still private, SpaceX indicated it may sell more shares on the secondary market later this year, valued at over $125 billion, which would launch it to number 1 on the list. The stock price of one of Elon Musk's other companies, Tesla, bounced back a little yesterday, along with Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, boosting the S&P to a 2% gain. The Nasdaq closed over 2.7% higher, and the Dow finished up 1.3%. Layoffs are continuing at Netflix as the streaming service has slowed down. 150 people have lost their jobs, mainly in the U.S. and Canada. And Disney Plus will offer an ad-supported version of their streaming service later this year. Commercials will be limited to 4 minutes an hour, and there will be no ads in shows for kids. I'm Leo Jonathan with Wednesday's Business on ABC 7.
Some relief for parents struggling to find baby formula. There are new recommendations for alternatives to try. As Mal Meyer explains from Lisbon Falls, more help could be on the way.
Kelly Crummett has her hands full.
I do.
Twins Walker and Lila are 12 weeks old.
They have approximately 4 ounces every 4 hours, so we go through a 12-ounce can about every day and a half.
At one point, they were down to 1 can.
I never thought we were going to have to go through something like that.
While they have a little stockpile going right now, it won't last very long. She's tried word of mouth, asking family and putting out a SOS on social media.
I was noticing on Facebook that people would post here, post there that they needed things or they found things, but it wasn't really organized.
South Berwick resident and mom Emily Shambly started a Maine and New Hampshire Facebook group focused on formula. People post photos or updates with what's available and where.
It's really heartwarming to see people come together to just keep our kids fed, because that's all that we can do.
Now there's something new to try. The American Academy of Pediatrics now says infants over 6 months on regular formula can drink whole milk, only until the shortage is better. For babies around 1 year old, you can use toddler formula, but only for a few days.
Nutrition is critical for growth. It's critical for brain development. Hopefully short-term alterations won't lead to long-term issues, but nutrition is key.
The best option is formula. Dr. Genevieve Whiting suggests finding out if you're eligible for the WIC program. Also try looking at smaller stores or calling your doctor's office.
Maybe other ways for us to assist and help families, or at least guide them individualized to that infant.
Meanwhile, production at a major formula plant is expected to resume soon. Abbott says it will take 6 to 8 weeks before product hits the shelves. Too long for some families.
I am terrified that we're going to run into not being able to find it.
It's 46 degrees outside the studio. Let's get another look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin, good morning.
Hey, Joe, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Patriot Homes and Design Center in Ellsworth. We do it all from modular, mobile, and site-built homes to porches, garages, roofs, and more. Already a small craft advisory remains in effect. Some of us expiring at about the noon time frame today, though, while further off towards the south and west getting dropped just a little bit sooner, though. So we'll pull this up on a map showing about 9 a.m. for a few areas, other areas expiring at about the noon time frame. So things will start to calm down as we head toward the afternoon period. We've seen a few returns on the radar with maybe a few light rain showers, otherwise just clouds. And yeah, there's a little bit of snow trying to sneak in on the radar in the northern ends of the state, maybe mixing in with a little bit of rain. Overnight lows so far could have supported some snow in a few areas, but so far things looking pretty good for us. We have high pressure here that's going to be moving in soon, so this front's going to move away. High pressure is going to move in, and that's going to equal a lot of sunshine that'll be coming up for us later on today, but there will be more rain chances coming up later on in the week as well. But wave heights right now are still a little active in a few spots. We're still at around 2 to 5 feet according to some of the buoys, even 6 feet farther down toward the south. And we're going to keep that active for a little while today with some of those gusty winds up to around 20, maybe even up to 30 miles per hour in a few spots. But look what happens in a hurry tonight. Low pressure moves away and the wind really calms down. So that's why those small craft advisories will be dropped later on today. Our average high is 67 degrees. We'll be in the lower to middle 60s today and tomorrow. Upper 60s for your Friday. Then a nice warm up Saturday into Sunday in the upper 70s to lower 80s, and cooling off a little bit more by Monday and again on Tuesday. So moving forward, again, we're going to get the clouds out of here. It's going to be a nice day with a lot of sunshine. The clouds will be mainly earlier on the day. Under a partly cloudy sky later on tonight, some more clouds will try to sneak in here. Then maybe watching for rain chances that will try to sneak in here as we head towards Thursday evening or so. This will be a quick mover. We'll get this out of here. They'll be done with that as we head towards early Friday morning. As for the rain opportunities, we're going to run this all the way through Sunday, and plenty of opportunities for rain all the way through Sunday, even into early Monday morning, with up to an inch of rain possible in a few spots. So your forecast for today, decreasing clouds, highs in the middle 60s, and a northwest wind getting up to about 15, even 25 miles per hour in a few spots. Later on tonight, 39 degrees, becoming partly cloudy with the wind overall looking nice and calm. And for tomorrow, rain showers on the way. We'll have highs in the lower 60s and a south wind getting up to about 15 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Patriot Homes and Design Center in Ellsworth. Again, rain on Thursday. We're drying out Friday and a Saturday with a mixture of clouds and sun. We'll be in the upper 60s on Friday. Upper 70s on Saturday. Thunderstorms on the way on Sunday. Highs in the lower 80s.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in this state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit, any new truck. Our full-service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
Welcome to Bennett's Gems and Jewelry in Belfast. With beautifully crafted gemstone jewelry you'll be proud to own or give as a gift. See why our longtime customers call Bennett's their favorite gift store, with an irresistible selection of genuine Maine tourmaline. Fine jewelry and gemstone giftware. Bennett's Gems also pays cash for your old gold and silver. Open till 6 every day, even Sunday. Bennett's Gems and Jewelry is on Route 1 in Belfast, next to Perry's Nut House. Look for our famous pink dinosaur and prepare to be delighted.
Summer is just around the corner, and so are huge savings on all your favorite brands, including Benjamin Moore paints and Hunter Douglas shades. Color Concepts, 840 Hammond Street, Bangor.
Will this triple wedding bring a happily ever after?
This is why I don't wear a dress. People get all emotional.
Or a Connors disaster?
It's the beginning of the end.
Ben doesn't want me there.
You jinxed my wedding! The Connors season finale, tonight on ABC.
She usually keeps her from me to where I have to call the police.
Shielding her daughter from a bad dad?
Did you tell Mr. Aragon where you were going?
I did not. He said I could take her from you and no one would do anything.
Oh, that's exactly what you did. A mother has no more rights than a father.
Or is she the problem parent?
When was the next time you saw your daughter?
Your Honor, after that, I didn't see my daughter anymore. It took me a whole year to find her.
Next, Judge Judy.
Wednesday at 5, only on ABC 7.
A few months ago, while I was visiting Portland, Maine, I came across this little donut shop, and they had a line wrapped around the block. You know, I thought to myself, how good could these donuts be? I later found out that these just weren't run-of-your-mill donuts. They were potato donuts, and they were addictive. So, if you're ready, let me show you how to make my newfound treat. We start by creaming some butter and sugar until it's fluffy. To that, we add an egg and a touch of vanilla. Now, for what makes these truly unique, we add some freshly mashed potatoes, along with some buttermilk. Once it's smooth, we add our dry ingredients and mix it just to the point where our dough comes together. After flattening this to about a ½ inch thick, we cut out our donut shapes using a drinking glass and the cap from a water bottle, or easier yet, a donut cutter if you have one. We fry them for a few minutes until they puff up and are golden. Then we drain them on a wire rack. After they cool, spoon on a simple powdered sugar glaze and finish them off with anything from mini chocolate chips to sprinkles. To get the recipe for our old-fashioned potato donuts, like the ones I got in Maine, simply visit our website. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a pleasantly surprising way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Iconic movie memorabilia heads to auction in Hollywood. More than 18,000 pieces of movie history will be auctioned off in June. Experts from the prop store estimate the entire lot will bring in anywhere from $7 to $10 million. Some of the items expected to be the most popular include the Red Leader X-Wing model from Star Wars: A New Hope, the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and Thor's hammer. The items are all hitting the auction block June 21st through the 24th in Hollywood. And here's a bizarre theft story from Texas. A man is caught on camera stealing a gas-powered lawnmower, but get this, before he left, he decided to cut the grass. It happened last month in April in Port Arthur. Home security cameras captured a man walking up a driveway and pulling out a lawnmower from the shed. Now, instead of walking off with it, he then returns to the shed with a gas can, loads up the tank. After filling it up, the man puts the gas back in the mower and starts cutting the grass. That's when the homeowner inside realized something was wrong, called 911. The man took off with the lawnmower, but it was found later abandoned a few blocks away. Good Morning America is next up on ABC 7. Stick with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is next on Fox 22, and have a great day.
We all know that movement is like medicine, but getting the movement you need to feel better can be a challenge. Now you can keep fit while you sit with QB, the world's leading compact seated elliptical. QB gives you active sitting, letting you burn calories and keep moving in an easy and low-impact way, all while you work, read, or watch TV.
I think it's really important to get people moving, and QB is an excellent way to start providing non-weight-bearing range of motion for those who have not been using their joints.
QB was named a top 10 gift by Time Magazine and has been featured all over the world with thousands of 5-star reviews.
My QB for me and my family has been a game changer. I feel young again.
QB is a lifesaver for me.
QB has developed a unique, patented technology that fits anywhere. It's whisper quiet, while it works more than half your body's muscle grooves. Experts agree, sitting is the new smoking. Using QB is proven to expend nearly 85% more energy than sitting. The low impact can assist your rehab